Welcome everyone to a new video on our channel today. We are going to talk about a topic that is often heard a lot. Surely your stylist or a professional told you that you should cut your hair every 3 months, yes or no? Is this really the case? The answer to this is yes and no. And this is going to be my opinion about it due to the experience I have in this world of hair. The truth of the matter. As I have already mentioned in my other videos, everything, absolutely everything is going to depend on the goal you want to achieve with your hair. If you go to a professional, they will most likely tell you that you have to cut your hair every 3 months, which is not bad, but it will depend on your goal. To have healthy hair is perfect. You have to know that cutting your hair every 3 months is not going to make your hair grow faster or slower. I'm sure you've heard or been told that if you cut your hair every 3 months or every month, your hair will grow faster. And that's a total lie. Scalp and hair are different things. Hair has nothing to do with the scalp. What you do with your hair does not affect the scalp. If your goal is to have healthy hair, you can cut your hair every 3 months. If your goal is to have long hair, I recommend that you cut it every 5 or 6 months. But you have to take good care of it. It is essential that you have your hair care routine. In case you didn't know, your hair only grows from 1 to 2 centimeters per month. This will also depend on your genetics. But this is what mostly grows in all people. While it is true that there are people who grow a little more of it, if you have curly hair will also grow. All grow equally, but as I said, depends on your genetics. All grow equally. The difference is that if you have curly hair, due to shrinkage, is not noticeable. Just as when you see a straight hair, you notice more easily. Growth on afro hair, it is not less noticeable. On wavy hair, you may notice it a little more. You can cut it every 3 months. And your goal is to have healthy hair. If you want to have it long, then don't do it. Because if the hair grows from 1 to 2 centimeters per month, if you cut it often, you will lose the length. You can cut it yourself or you can go to a professional. And make sure they only cut the ends, not more than 1 finger unless it is necessary to cut more. Because stylists usually always cut more than you ask them to. And this is not going to benefit you at all if you want long hair. Remember your hair care routine. And if you have afro or curly hair, I recommend you to go to a curly hair professional and make sure they do not cut your hair more than what you asked for. In these hairs, the growth is usually much less noticeable since they sometimes shrink more than 80%. When should I cut my hair? As mentioned above, every 5 to 6 months. If you have split ends, then things are different. This goes for both straight and curly hair. If you have split ends, then you do have to cut it either a little at a time or cut everything you have damaged at once. Split ends do not prevent hair growth. This is something they tell you, but it is not so. What really happens with this is that split ends make you not notice the hair growth. Because as the hair grows, if the ends of your hair are not healthy, what it does is that it splits. And as a result, you will feel that your hair does not grow. When you have this type of empty ends at the end, it is a clear sign that you need to cut your hair. I hope this topic has been clear about when you should cut your hair and when not. Food is also a fundamental part when we talk about food. We do not like to hear, but it is the truth. To have healthy hair, you have to eat healthy. Those nutrients go to the hair follicle. Something very interesting that has no scientific backing. But there are people who say it has worked for them. And that is to cut their hair when there is a full moon. This consists of doing it on a certain date. There is no scientific proof of this. Personally, I have done it and I have not seen results. But soon I will make a video talking about this if anyone wants to try it. But there are people who say that it has worked for them. Remember that faith moves mountains. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and give it to them. Tell me what other video you would like to see.